Hello lovely ladies, it's Jessie Danson with Dancin' for Joy. For those of you who may not know, I am 34 weeks pregnant with twins. So I have had pregnancy on my mind for the last however many months I've been pregnant, 8 months, something like that. More so specifically since I found out I was having twins. I feel like since I found out at the end of January, my mind has been literally consumed with babies for the last 6 months. So anyway, I have 3 pregnancy books that I wanted to share with you today. I haven't read tons and tons of pregnancy books, but these 3 that I have read, I love. So I wanted to tell you about them in case they could be helpful to you. The first one is specifically about having twins or multiples. So not necessarily for someone who, no, not at all for somebody who's just having one baby, but if you're pregnant with twins, this one, I am so glad I found it. It was recommended on the channel This Gathered Nest. If I hadn't seen Angela recommend it on there, I probably never would have discovered this book, and I'm so grateful that God pointed me to this book because this gives you advice on being pregnant with twins, with multiples, that I wasn't getting anywhere else. With all my research online, with me asking questions at the doctor's office and the midwives, this gave so much information that is specific to having twins, and I am so glad that I had this. So yes, highly recommend this. I'm not going to go too in depth with any of these because I don't want the video to be too long, but if you have questions about this or the content of it, feel free to leave me a comment down below and I would love to chat with you about it and answer any questions you have. This book I've had for several years now. I believe I got it when I was pregnant with my second daughter, who's now 4 years old. Making Babies. I love the title because I've given it to ladies at church to borrow, and like if a man walks by and sees the title, you could like see his face like, oh my goodness. So funny. Anyway, Fertility, Pregnancy, and Birth the Natural Way by Shoshanna Easling. And this book is, I almost want to say whimsical. It's just like, it's all over the place. So this lady, Shoshanna, who wrote it, she's kind of like that too. Like, she's very artistic, she's very knowledgeable, she's very passionate, and it all just kind of like bubbles over, and it bubbles over into this book too. So one thing I love about this book is that it has tons of gorgeous photography, lots of pictures of the recipes that are in here, pictures of her baby when she has her baby, and so very health based. So she has an herb store online, bulk herb store, and so a lot of this has to do with herbs and ways that you can nourish your body, teas, tinctures, natural remedies, and then just good, nutritious, whole food. Some of the recipes are gluten-free or casein-free. I'm not super familiar with that, but I remember her using that term. There's tips on how to take care of your body during your pregnancy, during your delivery, after, when you're recovering. I've gleaned so much that I found helpful from this book. And yes, there's lots of recipes. You could refer to this as a cookbook, but there's so much more too, like tips for dealing with morning sickness and ways to help yourself with energy, colicky baby, calm baby, pregnancy and sleep. There's just, like I said, it's all over the place, but it's a delight to look at. I've had so many friends borrow this book from me, and I'm always happy to lend it out because I know how helpful it was for me and what fun it was to look at. It also comes with a DVD series, and again, it's just kind of like a hodgepodge of all this stuff. Her cooking, her out in nature showing you how to make some kind of herbal tincture, but it's a lot of fun, and she presents everything with a lot of energy. Like, my husband can't even really stand watching her DVDs with me because it's like too intense for him, but I really enjoy it, and I feel like her energy is something I can feed off of and then feel energetic myself. So yeah, Making Babies by Shoshanna Easling. And this one I just recently got. So Mama Sana is a channel that I'm very new to on YouTube, but she was doing a giveaway for this book, which then introduced me to the channel Mama Natural, which I hadn't been familiar with either. So Mama Natural wrote a book. Her name is Genevieve Howland, And so this is like the culmination of all of her research and everything, and this book has been so cool. Okay, so what I was saying, Mama Sana was doing a giveaway. I won the giveaway. I'm so excited. I know people always say this, but I never win the giveaways. So I was thrilled to win the giveaway. She sent this book to me, and this book definitely has lots of information, but I feel like it's not as, hi baby. I feel like it's not as all over the place as the previous book I mentioned. It has more structure. I don't mean to imply the other book's not structured, but this one is definitely organized into trimesters and weeks, and it gives you relevant information. What's up with baby? What's up with mama? And then it goes on to talk about issues like, should I bank my baby's cord blood? Are these tests right for you? Ultrasounds. And then this one does have recipes too. So I've really been enjoying this book, and even though I'm almost at the end of my current pregnancy, I feel like I got this just in time, because since I'm pregnant with twins, I've had to let go of a lot of my natural preferences. Like, I was gonna do a home birth, but I can't do a home birth with the twins in my state because it's not like state law or whatever. So anyway, I've just had to let go of a lot of my expectations, and I feel like this book reminded me that even though I may have to have a C-section if my twins are breech, or even though I'll be in a hospital with an OB instead of at home with a midwife, there are still things that I can do, there are still things that I can control and try to make my experience as natural as possible. So I'm just so thankful that I was sent this book by Mama Sana, and I had the chance to read it and brush up on some things and get some encouragement before I actually do this and have these babies. So hope these books were, well, if they could be helpful to you, I hope you're able now to go check them out. I'll try to link everything down below so you can find out where to order it. And again, if you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe, and I hope you're all having a very blessed day.